In this video, my grinder takes a jump, I find out if this has gone too far, and I have to cut off a large part of this lovely cow's toes.
Hello folks, I've just got this little red and white cow into the crush, and her feet are so long they're like a set of canoes. Let's see what this trim will mean to this little cow. And just when I see the colour of this little cow, it's actually quite similar to this little thing that I'm growing on my face. What do you folks think? Keep it or let it get trimmed as well? This is Tech TV, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the little bell for notifications for all these weird and wonderful hoof trimming videos. Good morning folks,
and welcome to Tech TV. I don't know what you would call us, but I think we'd go down under the name of hoof trimmers.
These feet are so big, I normally start with the knife, but with this here, because they're so big, I'm going to start off with the grinder.
And it's hooves like this that make me really thankful for the grinder. It really speeds up the time taken to bring this cow's feet into balance again. Correcting cow's feet into the correct shape not only makes them more comfortable, but also prevents the chance of lameness for the cow in the future. And that's exactly what we want to do.
So that's the sole of this front foot, nice and level, but as you can see just how long these toes really are. So roughly the length of toes that we go for in cows is between 7.5, maybe for a larger cow it's a little bit bigger, but we measure from around the hairline, around here, from the front of the foot where the hoof starts, and they're normally 7.5 centimetres, so on my hand that comes to around here. So that there is roughly where these toes need to come off. This here cow's a little bit bigger, so I'll see, but you don't want to cut the toes too short. But with long toes and long feet, when she walks, she's stretching these tendons here a little bit too much. So when she's the correct toe length, nice balance over both claws, she'll be walking more on her toes and she'll be more comfortable. And we finish off with a model in the inner claw, a wide one in the inner claw, and then a steep one here in the outer claw. Just want to take away any of these fissures at the heel, just that's going to trap any dirt and cause a bit of ditching. Those heels are all healthy, I'm just cleaning them out.
These slight little lines you can see in the white line area of the outer claw will be completely fine, as the weight is now even across both claws. If we had left this cow without trimming her, then these may have been a problem for her in the future.
She'll be nice and happy on that. So let's try make the other front foot look just like that one. So this front foot was pretty much a good match for the other one in terms of toe length. So it's nice that there's no problems in this and that it is just a trim. And when I say it's just a trim, that's all it really is. But for this cow, she's going to feel really, really comfortable as she takes her steps nice and balanced over both feet, or both claws. And again, just clean out those cracks at the heel to stop the dirt from harbouring in there. But all very healthy. When I got this cow into the crush, her front feet were interesting because they were so long. Her back feet were pretty normal length and looked fine. But when I started trimming her, I found this potential little sole ulcer on the back right foot. So I'm going to clip on the camera and see what the outcome of this is, and hopefully we've got it in time. So this cow was a little bit overgrown in this claw here, but they're nice and level now. But this black area, hey, that's what we wanted. We didn't want the cow to do that, but we wanted this to disappear. And because I've lowered this here another little bit, it was level whenever I first showed you this, but now we've lowered this ever so slightly just to give this here, this will be doing a wee bit more work in carrying the cow and allowing this here area where there was going to be a sole ulcer and it is a wee bit soft, just a little chance to rest. Or do less than it was doing, if that's a better way to put it. She has got a little bit of broken skin here, so I'm just going to put on some gel on this just to knock back any bacteria that may cause further problems. So this really has been a beneficial trim for this cow. Not only is she going to feel a lot more comfortable on her front feet, but that back foot we also prevented that sole ulcer and case of digi from ever happening. And just before I let her out of the crush, let's take a look at these front feet on how they're bearing the weight compared to how she was so far out on them, like canoes before we started. I'm very happy with how that little cow is striding along there. And a sign of really good mobility in a cow is that when she's walking along and she places her back foot exactly where her front foot was, that is the sign of a cow. That is the perfect mobility. So folks, thanks for watching the video. And as I said, if you enjoyed it and you'd like to see more of them, hit the subscribe button. And also I'd like your opinions on this. Should I grow it or should I trim it? But the main thing is, I think the wife likes it. Take care and all the best.
Out of my sight, I'm always seeking. Well, if it's good, then it's good enough for now.